Hello and welcome to the Crypto Jungle. My name is Baloo the Bear, and here on the channel I keep crypto simple. We take a look at the charts in the context of volume using the Wyckoff method. If that is something that interests you, then why don't you hit the subscribe button? I do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we're going to take a look at the crypto market overall. Altcoins are looking poised for a move. I mean, all of them. Everything's looking really, really good. We have a very awesome market structure as a whole, so we're going to take a look at that. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin, and then we're going to take a look at some of the more popular altcoins one by one, and then get into a discussion with you guys. So if it's morning, cheers. If it's afternoon, good afternoon, and if it's evening for you, then good evening. Let's get right into the king of all crypto, and that is Bitcoin. Nice laggy stream as always. Okay, so we're looking really good. You know, we had a little bit of a retrace after our sign of strength. We broke through our all-time high. We got a brand new all-time high in Bitcoin. We closed the highest daily candle close we ever closed. We closed the highest weekly candle we've ever closed, and we're on track for closing the highest monthly candle that we have ever closed. So things are looking fantastic for Bitcoin. Could we have a little bit of a retrace? I mean, the probabilities of that outcome are decreasing as we kind of consolidate in this general area. Holding this nice retest of the previous kind of breakdown high right here. You know, we had our all-time high and we had a shakeout. Then we had this secondary, our first macro lower low, and we have broken past that and tested it beautifully as support. Things are looking really good. It's also testing right down here on the RSI at the 60 line, which is kind of a really good retest area. Volume's looking good. You know, we haven't seen a ton of supply come into this local range. I was expecting a little bit more of a retrace just because this extension was so large, but we have a lot of strength. The bulls are definitely in control with Bitcoin, and things are looking really good. Taking a look at the total market cap, we're on a breakout. We have broken past this resistance at $2.4 trillion, and once you're in a breakout, the assumption is higher levels. Now, this is all coming in the context of Bitcoin dominance kind of having a little bit of not a retracement, but we're not moving. So Bitcoin was rallying up until kind of just yesterday. When Bitcoin would rally, dominance would rally also quite a bit, but Bitcoin was rallying and the altcoins were rallying. So that's showing less of a rotation into Bitcoin, and it's showing just more of an overall marking up of the crypto market as a whole. Very, very good. I think things are going to get crazy once we get below the 40% mark, but I think it'll still be an enjoyable environment if we do continue this trend to the downside, break past this 45% mark down here and head down to 40. All of this area will be quite enjoyable if you are exposed to altcoins, but things will get really silly and really crazy if we break below 40. All right, let's take a moment and catch up with the chat here. Oh, did I? Cam is frozen. Oh, it's frozen? Doesn't look frozen on my side. Think your cam is frozen. Stop snorting. I can't, man. I can't. Ever since I got fucking COVID, I've been snorting. Okay, it's going now. Perfect. All right, so how's it going? Hello, Patty. Hello, Roswell. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Hameth. Hello, Tom. Kahuna. Neuro F3 and Neurofin. I don't know. Duxor, how's it going? Rage Yeti. DC77. It's been a pretty rough on stream, but I refreshed it a few times and it's good now. It's more than likely not on your end. I need a better setup. need a better setup, and there's nothing I can do about that while I'm in Bali, because access to technology is really more difficult than I'm used to. But I am coming back to the US, so there could be an upgrade in the foreseeable future. We will see. Cam is fine. Perfect. All right, so let's take a look at some of these other more popular assets. We got Solana, just an absolute tear. Solana is the play of the cycle as far as smart contract platforms. It's just an incredible performer. We haven't quite started to close candle body closes beyond the all-time high at $216, but with the strength that we're seeing inside of Solana, that is definitely a possibility. We could come down for some tests of the lower end, somewhere around, you know, it's all in the cards, but given the strength of the market overall, I'm not really counting on a test down to 180. I think that the higher probability is that we just continue with the order books stacking bullish, and we head up to the upside and break through that 118 area. How's it going, old fish tank? L-Dogs, good morning. How's it going? Another one that is gaining in popularity is Polkadot. So the Polkadot ecosystem is beginning to develop a lot more. These applications are launching, they're gaining traction. There's a lot of liquidity that is going into those ecosystems. So, you know, Polkadot is definitely, you know, creating infrastructure and therefore creating demand for the underlying asset, the Polkadot token. We are trending to the upside. We do need to kind of break past this general area right here. So you get a clean breakout on the daily candle past about 50. So $50 is going to be the psychological level inside of Polkadot. If we start closing some daily candle closes above $50, we're going to be off to the races in as far as Polkadot is concerned. So be on the lookout for that. Taking a look at the Binance chain ecosystem. Let's actually just take a look at BNB real quick. Don't care about this coin. I think that Binance shit chain is just garbage project, but you know, scammers need to make money too, and for the scammers to make money, they do have to buy the BNB token. So there's intrinsic demand as the scammers come out to play. BNB is going to probably want to break out above the $500 level. So we got some psychological on Polkadot at 50. We got psychological resistance at 500 on BNB. Let's take a look at Cake token. A lot of the DEX is kind of lagging. The DEX governance tokens not really performing just yet, not ready to break out. I do feel a little bit, I feel it in my bones, a little bit of a DeFi summer 2.0 kind of brewing. I know it's not summer anymore, but you know, that same sort of vibe that we had in the summer of, was it 2020? No. Yeah, DeFi summer, whenever that was, where all of the governance tokens were popping off, all of the protocol tokens were popping off. I see a lot of them setting up here, so Cake would fall under that category. Nice tight consolidation right in a very tight spread range bound area. Volume needs to come in, but the RSI is ticking to the upside. So if we can break probably past 55 on the RSI, that'll correlate with a break past this trading range. Break above, if we can take out one of these highs, then we're definitely going to be getting a lot of bullish confirmation and bullish continuation. Things are looking good with Cake. Let's take a look at another smart contract platform, and that is Avalanche. Avalanche, very choppy, very hard to hold on to. You know, if you're trading it, you definitely need to know what you're doing, and you're going to be forced to only take positions on dip days. Trying to buy on up days is, or trying to buy breakouts is going to have to happen in the spot markets for this one, just because there's a lot of volatility in this local range. But usually, you know, there's a lot of shakeouts before a move to the upside. So what we would be expecting in terms of Avalanche is just get another clean close above 76, and this one has some potential to get to some pretty high levels. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a $500 Avalanche by the end of the cycle. You know, anywhere from 250 to 500. That's the thing. Like, the end of cycle predictions, take it with a grain of salt, because it's silly. The end of the cycle is very silly in terms of these evaluations. So, you know, it's really hard to kind of pinpoint a price target that is reasonable, because the whole end of market is not reasonable. So yeah. Number go up. That's all we know. Number go up. Sushi, another decentralized exchange token. This one is fundamentally undervalued, but there's no real market attention towards this one. Sushi does have some sentiment against it, considering that the founder and the creator not only forked the chain of Uniswap, but then also rugged shortly after. So it still has a lot of stigma and a lot of people who are willing to go to bat and say that this is a terrible project, but fundamentally it supports Ethereum, Polygon, Avalanche, One, Cello, XDAI, like you name the chain, it supports it. It is chain agnostic. It is one of the better dexes out there. And with the potential launch of their own NFT platform, that could in fact be the catalyst for this one to begin to run. We'll have to see if Shoyu gets launched this month. I have a feeling it'll be launched tomorrow. That is a prediction based on nothing, but I'm just gonna put it on tape that I think it's gonna be launched tomorrow. So Sushi, I like it fundamentally, but the market doesn't agree with me, and the market is always right. So that's pretty much it as far as kind of the mainstream ones. Binance shit chain. Yeah, Luna ripping. Yeah, Luna's doing all right. 2019, I think. Oh, I think it was 2020. Yeah. It feels like forever ago, that's for sure. Lambo soon, TM. Sushi is evolving way faster than Uni, 100%. You know, I do think that it's fundamentally the most undervalued governance token probably in the ecosystem. But, you know, most market participants don't understand value, which is why Shiba Inu pumps. So, you know, you have to realize that the market participants aren't really, they're not using DeFi, okay? So the people that are actually using the tokens are few and far between. They take up a small percentage of the overall market participation. So to somebody who uses DeFi, to somebody who uses a decentralized exchange, to somebody who actually uses these products, it's a no-brainer. You look at it and you're like, wow, this is leagues above Uniswap. Why is this so undervalued? Why is this not in front of Uniswap? But to, you know, people that don't do their own research and people that, you know, just come in and want to know what coin to buy because number go up and crypto is dope, you know, that they're just going to buy Shiba Inu, they're going to buy SafeMoon, they're going to buy Hex, they're going to buy all this bullshit stuff out there. So, you know, the market is right though. The market is right. We as traders need to observe what the market is doing. If the market's going to buy Shiba Inu and they're not going to buy SushiSwap, eventually we need to jump on board and understand that the money's not going to be made in the fundamentals. The money's going to be made in the speculation. So, you know, be on the lookout for that. Can you go over what membership involves for signing up again? Okay, so yeah, if you want 50% off your first month, use the coupon code WELCOME. Just go to thecryptojungle.com, pick one of the packages, whether it is the monthly package or the yearly package, and you can get, or no, you can't get 50% off the yearly package, but you can get 50% off your first month on the monthly package using the coupon code WELCOME. Come try it out, then maybe decide if you want to do the yearly package. And if you do not have an FTX account, an FTX.com account, and you sign up using our links, then you will get a free month. So you get 30-day free trial if you sign up with FTX. A lot of the setups that we post, FTX is the exchange that I use primarily. So a lot of the a lot of the setups that I post are going to be geared towards FTX or DeFi. So if you would like to take a look at that, then go down to the links below. If you were looking to put another K into the market before the big run, what coins would you be looking at? I think a no-brainer would be Solana. Solana is the darling child of this run. You know, yes, it's gone up considerably. Yes, there were people buying it at $1, but it's following Ethereum. It's following 2017 Ethereum quite closely. I think that if we kind of have similar market structure to what we saw in 2017, Solana has the potential to even go up to $1,000. So, you know, this falls under the category of kind of a no-brainer to me. If you wanted something that I think, not financial advice, but one that has a high probability outcome, then I would say Solana. Anything other than that, it comes with a risk, but you can look at other smart contract platforms that do drive demand. Anytime you're required as a retail investor to buy the token to use the dApps, that's a good place to be. But yeah. Could you show fib placement in run-ups? As in change of character. I don't know what you mean there, Kahuna. As we extend, once we have an extension, it'll have a reaction. Once you have that extension and a reaction, you'll be able to place a fib extension, but you can't place it before it's there. So, when you're going, we'll use Solana as an example. So here's the run, right? From we were sideways, trending down, and then we had the change of character here to the run up. So you would grab your fib extension. And these are just arbitrary targets for you to take action, by the way. There's no guarantees. Traders use them, but there's no guarantees. And now you have a fib extension. So the next thing is, where does it go? So the fib extension isn't going to tell you where it lands. It'll tell you areas where it could land, and it'll give you targets of, resistance. So let's say we get up to the 100% extension, and then we begin to react, okay? So once we begin to react from that point, you can then use a fib retracement going from this low to the swing high. As long as we start breaking structure and heading down, you'll have a reaction. You'll have a fib retracement to work off of. So let's say you go there to here, and then we get a retracement down to, let's say, the 382, and then we bounce again and we confirm above. Well, now that we have this kind of structure where we have a rally and then a reaction, then you can use the fib extension again. But again, these targets, they're simply targets for you to take action. And the action you can take is simply moving up a stop loss. It doesn't actually have to take profit or anything like that. You can just, do it like that. And then, so we made it to the 100% extension here. So the assumption is that you can make it to the 100% extension on the next one. And that's kind of how you would trade a blue sky breakout scenario. You just watch the rallies, watch the reactions. But for me, moving forwards, for the rest of the cycle, I'm not going to be trading much at all. I have my portfolio more or less set, and I'm going to sit on those assets until they go parabolic, and I'm selling them, and that's it. And I think that I personally believe, until proven otherwise, that we're going to have a shorter cycle than most people are anticipating. Reason being is because most people are anticipating a long cycle. So I'm going to counter trade the herd. Take a look at Gala or Sand. So Gala is kind of interesting to me from a fundamental standpoint. Reason being is I think it's a weird marketplace. I don't understand why Gala has value outside of speculation. It's a currency that's required to buy NFTs on, the Gala NFT marketplace. But, I don't really understand. I need a longer chart. Like, if you've ever purchased an NFT on Gala, you can buy it, but then you can't resell it. It's not a liquid marketplace where they're doing buying and selling. It's you buying assets to play a game on their platform, but you can't go ahead and sell it. So if you spend like a quarter of an ETH on a spider tank, well, you spent a quarter of an ETH on a spider tank. You can't go and sell that spider tank for a quarter of an ETH and get your money back. You can't sell it for a profit. You just bought a spider tank. So to me, that's not really, that's a really expensive video game. That's all it really is. So until that changes, I think I'm kind of bearish on Gala from a fundamental standpoint. Why can't I get a better chart here? Let's go with the ETH chart on Gala. I think that's the long chart. Gala wrapped Ethereum. But it's it's definitely on a rally, so let's see where it will react. We have a rally here. And then we have a reaction at the 618 that we're starting to break below, which is showing kind of bearishness and an inability of strength. And I think this falls back on the fact that the demand for Gala is low. You can go to the marketplace and you can purchase NFTs for ETH. You can purchase NFTs for Gala. You can purchase NFTs with other currencies as well. The intrinsic demand for this token is poor. So that means that you're relying strictly on speculative demand. Now, if we go into the last leg of the bull market, which I think we are, speculative demand is the most powerful force of demand that you have. So it may not be a problem for you. So if you were to take a trade on Gala, basically all you would need to do is just break this downward sloping line of resistance. Once we break the downsloping line of resistance, the higher probability outcome is that we head on to higher levels. But yeah, it's a weird one. Fundamentally, I think it's just, you know, it's not as good as other coins out there. Sand, another one that's overhyped, overvalued. You know, it's the currency for purchasing NFTs on Sand. But again, this marketplace is not strictly reliant on you having to use Sand as their currency. You can buy NFTs on the Sand NFT marketplace with Ethereum. You can do it with other currencies as well, like USDC. You're not required to use Sand. So it's kind of more of the same. Its true value, its true demand is on the speculative side. Its spread is calming down, so it's coiling up for a little bit of a move here. If we can break above this channel, then there's a potential, you know, get above that psychological dollar resistance, there's a potential of higher levels, but its intrinsic value is poor, in my opinion. So what that means is, you know, speculative demand comes and goes really, really quickly. Intrinsic demand builds over a long period of time. So when you're buying something that has intrinsic demand, you know, the price will go up steadily. And when you buy something that gets hype, the price goes up really fast. The best place to be is when there's both. So you have intrinsic demand and speculative demand working together. Those are the coins that do really, really well. So a perfect example of that is Solana. Solana has a ton of intrinsic demand and intrinsic value, and a ton of speculative demand and FOMO and hype. So it's a really, really good coin to be in. If you're, you know, like SushiSwap is a good example of that. Like SushiSwap has good intrinsic demand, but the market doesn't care. So the market's not marking it up. There's no hype. It's not appreciating in value. So, you know, you need to take into consideration all of these things. Have I ever heard of Credo token? QRDO. If not, would you mind taking a look and tell me what your opinion? Sure. Well, my opinion is that's on KuCoin. My opinion is that the market seems to think that it's valuable. It's heading up in the right direction, and it's not going crazy volatile. It is currently overbought, but this price action is very steady. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Don't know what it does, but the market seems to find value in it, and the trend is relatively stable with a tight spread. So the assumption is that based on this price structure, I would say that there's intrinsic demand for this token. Just based on me not looking at it and just looking at price structure, I think that there's some sort of intrinsic demand that's forcing people to continue to buy it, and the speculators haven't even showed up yet, even though the asset currently is overbought. So it's overbought. I like the price structure. I like the trajectory and the spread of the candles. But yeah, you know, I would like to see some sort of a retrace. I would love to see it come back down to maybe $3, something like that, before becoming a participant. And I'll also have to take a look at what it does. I have no clue what it does. Fundamentals seem to be good. Given, again, you know, the tight spread, this is showing that people are being forced to buy it. They're not speculating it. It's not YouTubers pumping it. It's not crypto Twitter pumping it. This is people finding a protocol and needing the token to operate on that protocol. One Harmony lifted off. Could you take a look, please? I mean, we looked at it on the last stream, and I told you what to look for, and if you did what I said, then you'd be up. I don't want to keep looking at all these tokens that keep pumping. I said as soon as you get the breakout of 25 cents, you'd be off to the races. We're up. We're up 36% from the breakout. So, you know, good structure. It's heading up. It's you know, getting into parabolic territory for me. Will I be buying a position in one? No. It's too many coins. You got to pass on some of them. There's like 6,000 coins, so I'm not going to buy everything. If you're in Harmony, think about your exit strategy, because we're getting to that point where it's harvest season. You're not planting seeds. You're not looking for investments. You're looking to sell to people that are looking to buy something that's going straight up, and the cycle will continue forever and always. Sitting on my hands right now? Huh. Luna is now forming a cup and handle. No way, man. No way. Luna is not forming a cup and handle. Luna's in full-blown markup with actually characteristics of a distribution. We're in a bull market, so I can ignore a lot of bearishness in the charts. But as far as price structure, this is very volatile, and this is showing characteristics of distribution. You have a bearish divergence playing out on Luna. You know, you have decreasing lows, increasing highs. This is quite a spread where we become overbought. We have a sign of weakness. We get an up thrust. We come back down. I would be apprehensive. I'm certainly not buying any Luna as a new position. I think that, you know, what you want is a tight spread. You want to buy accumulations. You want to buy when it's sideways. You don't want to buy when it's going up. So I don't know what kind of cup and handle we're looking at here, but this is not... I don't see a cup and handle. You know, this was kind of a cup and handle formation right here. You know, this rounded bottom here, and then met a resistance point, came back down, and then broke through the resistance. So the setup was down here at around 15 bucks. That's where the trade was, and then it got choppy and dicey. Good luck trying to hold this. And if anybody is thinking of using leverage on Luna, you're a fucking lunatic. You need to be locked in a closet. Do not do it. If you're going to become a participant in Luna, do it in the spot markets. Take a look at Cardano. So I have a very bearish outlook on Cardano that I have not shaken yet. Now, Cardano got really, really overhyped and overvalued overall. And it just launched smart contracts. It just launched smart contracts. So first of all of this was speculative bullshit, people buying and hoping and sitting on a prayer. Okay. Then we got the launch of the smart contracts. I said at the launch of the smart contracts, we're going to dump. We dumped. Now we're consolidating in a downtrend. We're sitting below the local high back here, and we have been unable to overtake that level. We need to get above $2.33. We're still in the bullish control zone. Volume is diminishing considerably. I don't like this chart, and I think that Cardano has a ton of catching up to do. And, you know, projects like Solana blow it out of the water. You know, everybody who's sitting on Cardano thinking it's the next greatest thing is making a mistake, because the ticker you're after is SOL. Solana is the one that's really kind of doing everything that Cardano said it would do. I'm not a fan of Cardano, but again, we're in a bull market, and I need to get hands-on with the dApps. I need to look at the lending market. I need to look at the automated market makers. I need to look at the NFT marketplace. I need to look at its coin mint procedure. I need to look at all of the decentralized applications now that Cardano has finally got smart contracts. Hello, welcome to the party. Thanks for joining us. You're fucking 10 hours late, but you know, it's here now. So for me as a creator and somebody who does do these types of analysis, I should at least go and take a look. I should at least go and get hands-on with the protocol. Don't like the structure. It's all over the map. And I think a lot of the people that buy Cardano are cult. They're indoctrinated into the Cardano cult. The cult of Charles Hoskinson. Can you showcase the indicators you get with the paid membership? Yes. So we have our custom indicator. It is the alphanumerics indicator. I'll actually remove a lot of the noise here. And it tells you when the chart is bullish and when it is bearish. So we got a bullish cross here. That got you out of the trade here. So the first bullish indicator got you a trade on Cardano that was 1200%. The next time we got a bullish flash, it gave you a little bit less, but it still gave you a 33% move. Then we got a little bit of chop. So, you know, the chop, no indicator is perfect. It doesn't exist. Stop trying to find the perfect indicator. They don't exist. There's going to be points where you get chopped. So when you get chopped, you're gonna close, open, hopefully for a minimal loss, but it's the winners that really kind of take it out of the park and give you your win. So the next win was this one right here, which still gave you about a 90%. So, you know, you made 1200%, then you made 30%, then you got chopped around, probably lost a few percentage points, and then you made another 90%. Really easy indicator to follow. If you're in the spot markets, you can make a lot of money with this one. If you're more experienced and know how to apply leverage, it can also give you opportunities to buy leveraged longs as well. These green diamonds are pretty good opportunities when you're in a bull market. You get a green diamond flash. It will tell you to, you know, take a position that gets confirmed on the bullish cross, and it also gives you red diamonds that tell you to trim profits. If you know, so on that 90% run, it told you to take profits 3 times. On the 1200% run, it told you to take profits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And if you're a complete degenerate, you just choose to ignore those. All or nothing. That's all we do. But yeah, shout out to Matthew McGregor, one of our fantastic Bitcoin traders, strictly Bitcoin. He only trades Bitcoin, and he makes millions and millions of dollars trading Bitcoin. So, you know, if you want to get your hands on to this indicator, it comes free with the group. But yeah, it can be used for altcoins, but it's been optimized and specifically designed to trade Bitcoin. Is holding gold, Pax Gold, safer than fiat? I would say no. You know, the fiat system isn't dead. The fiat system isn't done. Like, fiat still has a place in the world. I know in crypto we think that the world has changed, but look around you. Everybody's still using fiat. It's safer. It's insured. You know, if somebody steals your credit card, you just tell the bank, yo, somebody stole my credit card and they spent thousands of dollars. Okay, there's your money back. You know, it's not a big deal. So we're still inside of a fiat system. Do I think it's safer? Yes, I do. I think it's safer. I have goals that fall under the category of cashing out into fiat, and they don't fall under the category of cashing out into gold, especially with a cryptocurrency that represents gold. The Kraken scam wick. Oh yeah, on this, yeah, that was brutal. Unless you had bids, flash crash. Yeah, Kraken's order books are kind of thin. I used to recommend people trade on Kraken if they were in the US because I wanted to give them an option. I hate to say it, I really do. I hate to say it. The best exchange for people in the US is Coinbase. Don't hate me. I know. I can hear you now. I know. The fees are insane. I get it. It's the #1 complaint. However, its order books are thick. You're never going to have a flash crash, knock on wood. You're not going to have a flash crash on Coinbase, so you're not going to get liquidated. Well, you guys don't have leverage. You're not going to get stopped out. The only advantage is if you want to snag some, if you want to place your stink bids on something, place your stink bids on Kraken. Place your stink bids on Binance US because their order books are too thin. Keep your stop losses on the. Rune is flying. Awesome. Let's take a look at Rune. Rune is one that we got into just recently in the group. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thorchain, let's go to our FTX chart. FTX, best exchange. All right, so from the point of the breakout here, shout out to the VIPs. VIPs are up 73% in like 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. So shout out to the VIPs that took that one. You're up 75% in the last 4 days. RuneChain looks good. And yes, it's oversold. We got to take profit right at the top of this candle right here. It could be a little bit of a retrace, but we got a lot of momentum in the space overall. So, you know, I'm not trimming too much. I'm not trimming anything on that first one. I'm going to hold it. Are you still in Asia? Did you make the move? Still in Asia. I'm gonna be here for like 2 more days, and then then I'll be in the US. So for those who are in the US, you'll get a lot more exposure to this stream, and for those who aren't, then it might get tricky. But you know, my plan is to end up in Europe next year, so I'll kind of be in the middle. I'll try and service both parts of the world, but yeah, still in Bali for the time being. Aave consolidation. Well, how much time do we got here? I got a few minutes. Yeah, we just got a bullish cross on the alpha-numerics indicator. So if you want to try out the indicator, we just got a bullish cross on Aave. See how it works out. Structure very similar to Sushi, actually. Kind of some up-thrusty action here. I would like to see a tightening of the spread. We don't have a really tight spread on Aave. But, you know, we're in a bull market. We could start breaking out some of these highs. The local resistance is this area right here. Again, nothing here is financial advice, people. You know, you have to learn to make your own decisions inside of this market. So just because an indicator flashes bullish doesn't mean jack shit. You know, the price is going to do what it's going to do. Monkeys buy bananas. They sell bananas. Don't forget, these candlesticks don't tell you the future. They tell you the right now. And it's your job as an analyst to figure out what's happening right now so that you can make right now decisions. This prediction bullshit, this prediction culture, this fallacy that YouTubers can look at a chart and see the future is fucking dumb. You can't see the future. You can see the health of the market now. And based on the health of the market now, you can make trades now. And you can monitor how they develop in real time, but you cannot look into the future. You can just trade alongside the probabilities of the right now. This is a good time for time block for people that are coming out of work. Oh, good. Yeah. And it's the daily close. I like that. I like starting the stream at the daily close. Do you trade BTC USD or BTC USDT? And is it a good idea to trade BTC USDT but do TA on BTC USD chart because of fewer wicks for both scalps and swing trading? So I don't scalp. Scalping is kind of a day trader type thing, not a day trader. Day traders lose money. I don't scalp. We're in crypto. This is a high asymmetry market, so high asymmetry is best capitalized on the large swings. And I trade USD because I'm on FTX. I don't trade USDT. I trade where the order book is thick. So the order book is thick on FTX, on the USDT, sorry, on the USD charts. Actually, let's actually do a comparison because I could be incorrect here. So let's take a look at BTC. BTC USD on FTX. Yesterday's candle was 487 million Bitcoin. And BTC USDT on FTX is 123. So yeah, it's 4 times the order book is 4 times fatter on the USD pair than it is on the USDT pair. I don't care about wicks and stuff like that. I mean, you know, if you're in liquid stuff, there shouldn't be that much of variance between the charts. If you're in illiquid shit and you're trying to scalp it, good fucking luck, man. Good luck, you know. You're not gonna make it. Just buy spot. If you're in illiquid shit, buy spot and hold. Trade. If you're gonna actively trade, try actively trade assets with liquidity, with thick order books, with high turnover. You can use a light amount of leverage, but you know, if you're having a huge difference in the price structure between assets, you're in something that's pretty illiquid, that's probably less than $50 million worth of trading volume daily, which is something you should avoid. And if you can't avoid it, then just buy it and hold it. Fundamentally speaking, do you see an issue with Solana's lack of decentralization? Yes, I do. I think that people don't really care right now. And moving forward, you know, if regulation becomes a thing where the regulators are really starting to get in the way of innovation, Solana is an easy target because you can shut it down. You can shut down Solana. I think that Solana is giving us a sneak peek into Ethereum when it's scaled. Ethereum is decentralized. There's always a trade-off. Ethereum is going to build a ton of infrastructure so it can maintain its decentralized nature, but you know, we have to build more. We have to build more scaling solutions so Ethereum can be cheap again. Ethereum used to be cheap, so we need to kind of just build more. And Solana is giving us a sneak peek into ETH 2.0. It's giving us a sneak peek into these dApps running on layer 2, Immutable X. Like, move OpenSea to Immutable X. Move it. It's one of the biggest offenders to the Ethereum layer 1 protocol. They're not going to move it because the users aren't going to go there. But we need to start transitioning over to layer 2. I want to see stuff built on Immutable X. I want to see stuff built on Arbitrum. Take advantage of these true layer 2s and start building out the infrastructure there so that ETH can be cheap. We need ETH 2.0. We need ZK rollups. We need optimistic rollups, which are starting, you know, Arbitrum is an optimistic rollup. And yeah, we're kind of, we're going to see what happens, but Ethereum will always be more decentralized than Solana. And Solana, as it stands right now, is way faster, way cheaper than Ethereum. So, you know, for right now, it's obviously going to gain a lot of traction. So am I talking long term here? No, I plan on selling pretty much all of my altcoins when the total market cap flashes a bear signal into a potential bear market. So, you know, I have an exit plan to not maintain exposure. I'm not investing in altcoins, and in my opinion, neither should you. If you want to make investments, it's Bitcoin for the most part. But you can make money in these altcoins, and you can hold some small bags. But honestly, you know, history always repeats itself, and I do think that we have more of the same in our future. FTX had a nasty wick, but it happens. It had a wick down to 58, which was worse than Coinbase and worse than Binance. Yes, most of those wicked down to 60, but you know, still, we got it good. It held up. $2 grand. How do you feel about people who run ETH doing shady stuff with the SEC? I think you're gonna have to prove it. You're gonna have to prove it to me. Yeah, I don't know what you're getting at there, Gemini Viking. Sorry. Cop that as well. Might join VIP soon. Blake, you're not in? What are you doing? How do I feel about Flux or Raven? I think the whole crypto market's going to go up. That's what I think. I think we're priming for an explosive move in the crypto market. It's going to get everybody really freaking excited, and it's going to get everybody to pile in, and then it's going to be over very, very soon. It's going to be over sooner than most people are willing to admit, and it's still going to trap people. Do I think Raven will do well? Yes. Do I think Flux will do well? Yes. Do I think useless coins will do well? Yes. Do I think valuable coins will do well? Yes. This is the end. Start planning. Everything will do well. Like you're shooting fish in a barrel at this point. Don't overtrade. get market cipher, Lux algo, MDX indicator. I don't like to cloud my analysis too much. You know, price and volume are most valuable. And then once you have an indicator that can confirm a bias is really helpful. Why I like alphanumerics, market cipher is a fucking joke, by the way. That is a ridiculous indicator to try and follow for long-term trends. If you're talking about scalps, then yeah, sure, go for it. It's designed for scalps, but I don't scalp. I'm looking for long-term swings where you can make a lot of money over a few months. And that's why the alphanumerics indicator is great, because it tells you your take profits, it tells you when to exit the trade, when to enter the trade, and it's doing long swings. It's doing long swings, and it gets you out of the trade before massive pullbacks, massive dumps. So, you know, market cipher won't necessarily do that for you because the signals are too fast. It's not, and it's kind of a scaling in indicator. You know, you get confirmation, you scale in, scale out. So you know, it's for day traders. But yeah, if you're looking for investment in long-term swings, then moving average indicators are very helpful. Oh, I'm probably coming across as too aggressive here. Forever Young. Don't, yeah, it's not your bad. I'm getting all, I don't know. I'm getting a little too animated. Can you check the Splinterlands game governance token SPS? Sure, why not? SPS. What is it? Wrapped Ethereum? What is SPS? SPS. Not showing up. Not gonna make it. So no. Will you be interacting with projects during the Bear DeFi NFT games? So, you know, I am quite involved in Axie Infinity. I don't have the heart to stop my scholarship program, so I will maintain scholarships on Axie Infinity. I'll continue to offer those NFTs for people to play as long as they're willing to play. I think the price of SLP will tank, and I'll probably naturally lose some players anyways. But yeah, I'm going to maintain that style of gaming. As far as DeFi, I'm not going to be making trades on DeFi. No, I'm going to be probably providing liquidity or trying to get a yield out of some governance tokens and some farms. But for the most part, I'm just gonna chill, because you don't, once the blow off top comes in, you got about a year. You got about a year of just, you either are actively shorting, which you know, we'll probably do a little bit of that, but for the most part, it's just plan, do your research, figure out what the next trend is, what's coming next, monitor the chart, look for potential runs and turnarounds, and yeah. Okay, I have got to get out of here. Wow, that hour went by quite quickly. All right, so yeah, for anybody who wants to join the Traders Academy, you want to learn what coins we're trading, you want to have, you know, a bunch of eyes on the market, calling out breakouts, you know, analyzing the charts and showing you in real time. You know, you got me 3 days a week, you got this group 24/7. So in real time updates, join the links, sign up for VIP, links down below. Half off your first month, or you get a free month if you sign up with FTX using my link. Go to thecryptojungle.com, have a look, take a look, and yeah, if you enjoyed this content, please leave it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, please trade safe. It is a jungle out there.